Hello everyone, my name is Brian and welcome back to Barb's Vault. Today in the Vault, we're going to be discussing something a little bit different. We're going to be talking about Fallout First and if it's worth it to subscribe in 2024. So a lot of people have made videos similar to this one discussing the pros and cons of it. I want to kind of approach this from a MMO player's perspective. So coming from the MMO world, I'm used to paying for monthly subscriptions. I played Star Wars: The Old Republic since launch. I played World of Warcraft. I played Final Fantasy, Guild Wars 2. I've come from all different sorts of monetization in the gaming space. So since we've had a huge influx of new players, I've seen a lot of people, asking specifically on Reddit whether or not it is worth it to subscribe to Fallout First. Okay, so first up on the pros list is the private adventure. So it's your own personal server where you can invite 7 of your friends to come and play in the same world, but I mostly use this for convenience of crafting. So in one of the main servers, you have to compete with other people, finding the same resources that you're trying to find. All the brain fungus has been picked over, there's no cranberries in sight. If you hop into a private world, all that stuff's gonna be there. I'll use it to go and find various resources like copper and lead and all that good stuff, and then I'll hop over into a regular world to then craft it. So it's not so much pay to win as it is pay for convenience. Next up on the supposed pros list is custom worlds. Honestly, it's kind of pointless. It's sort of like a neat novelty when you first get into the game and you subscribe to Fallout First. I've maybe hopped in there like once or twice just to see what it really was. None of your progress or your base building or anything from custom worlds will transfer over to the main game, because you can fundamentally change the way the game looks and it acts and it plays and all the different stuff in a custom world. So honestly, kind of a nothing burger. Next up on the pros list is the scrap box and the ammo box. So in the scrap box, you can put all your junk in there and there is no weight limit. So if you're a big crafter or you like to build things in your base, this is a absolute must have. Again, pay for convenience. So what you're doing here is you're paying so that you don't have to deal with the systems that Bethesda put in place to kind of like kneecap you a little bit. So next up is the ammo storage unit. So this is an absolute must-have if you're somebody who likes to change around your builds and stuff like that, or you like to pick up a bunch of ammo or craft a bunch of ammo just to have to give to your friends or to sell. This is something that you absolutely cannot live without. So I swap back and forth between a bloodied build for my commando and bloodied build for my energy weapons. My cards are going to dictate how much both of those sets of ammo weigh. So my bloody commando build, let's say I had 5.56 and I had 10,000 rounds of them. It's going to weigh significantly less because I've used cards to change what it weighs. So right now I am using an energy weapon build, and this ammo I'm using a perk card to make it weigh basically nothing. So if you like to switch back and forth between builds and you're having to put this stuff just in your main storage, you're going to hit your weight limit capacity very, very quickly. So your main stash weight is 1,200 pounds. So you're gonna chew through that if you're having to put all of your ammo and all of your pickups, all your grenades, all that good stuff just into your main stash. So again, we're paying for convenience. Next up on the pros list is the survival tent. And the really cool thing about these survival tents is that they act as a free quick travel point. So I go to West Tech a lot to just kind of farm for ammunition or to farm experience points. So usually mine can be found over here, and we can go ahead and fast travel there completely for free. Okay, so here at my survival tent, which I believe is the APC, the busted down one, and we have a Tinkerer's workbench right here. So not every survival tent will come with a crafting station, but I specifically wanted this so that way when I did like eviction notice or I just picked up a bunch of random material going through West Tech, I can immediately come here, I can scrap it, and then I can put it into my scrap box. But your base survival tent will always come with your stash box, your scrap box, a cooking station, and a bed. And I find this to be honestly the best perk of having Fallout First. It just makes things so convenient. I never have to be over encumbered for that long. Worst case scenario, I have to walk over, place down my tent somewhere, and just go ahead and hop in there and scrap everything. So honestly, a thing of beauty. But again, keep in mind, pay for convenience. Next up on the pros list is the amount of atoms they give you just for subscribing to Fallout First. So they give you what I think is a pretty generous 1,650 atoms per month just for subscribing. And again, remember, I come from the world of MMOs. So Star Wars: The Old Republic is the one I'm the most familiar with. And they only give you a measly 500 cartel coins to spend on their cash shop. And that has never in the history of that game been enough for me to get anything I have ever wanted on their cash shop. I've either had to spend real money that I worked for to get that, or I have to wait several months. Sometimes I've had to wait up to like 8 months to get something that I really wanted with the cartel coins they give me. I have never felt the need to spend money on atoms in this game. Every month you get 1,650, and I feel like you can be subscribed for 2 months, and more than likely you'll be able to get whatever you want on the cash shop. So let's go ahead and look at the atomic shop. Okay, so looking here at the atomic shop, you can see that I have 2,093. So I believe that my Fallout First membership just came out a couple days ago, but I unlocked some more atoms just from playing on the scoreboard. And you can see here that you can get a lot of really cool bundles for way less than what you're given as your monthly allotment. So this fire hazard camp bundle, and it's something that I could afford just by paying for Fallout First. So I don't always feel the need to get something the moment that I get atoms from my subscription. So a lot of times I'll build them up for a couple of months and I'll, go through and get a few skins for stuff. I would rather play a game that only incentivizes you to spend money on cosmetics as opposed to things that are specifically pay to win. Okay, so down here in the utility tab, we can see more items that are pay for convenience. So we have repair kits, we have scrap kits, we have lunch boxes, we have perfect bubblegum, we have carry weight boosters, we have scouts banners, and we have re-rollers for the seasons. So I've never actually spent atoms on any of these items. So you do get some stuff for free just for logging in. So right here I have 250 caps. Boom, got that guy. But obviously these are all pay for convenience items. So if you're out there in the wasteland and you're just completely over encumbered, you can just pop one of these bad boys and kind of be on your way. If you're dying a lot during events, you throw up a scouts banner, you have a chance to be revived. If you don't like the challenges that you have on your weekly challenges for the scoreboard, just pay to re-roll them. So all these items I would not say are 100% necessary. You can get a lot of this stuff in game. So you can buy lunch boxes from Samuel and Foundation. If you have a survival tent, you don't really need to worry that much about being over encumbered. And a repair kit, you can usually just go back to your workbench and to repair whatever item that you have. I have played Fallout 76 without being subscribed for a month or two, and I didn't feel that hindered by not being a Fallout First member. So a lot of these things, again, you're just paying to have your atoms and stuff like that. You're paying for the convenience. I would not say this is pay to win. Another thing on the pros list is the Ranger outfit. Okay, that's certainly a benefit to having Fallout First, I suppose. I don't think I've ever seen anyone wearing that past level 5. Next up on the pros list is unique cosmetics and emotes. So here in the Atomic Shop, we have the Fallout First tab where you can get, catch-up items to catch up with other seasons that maybe you weren't there for, different cosmetics that maybe have already come and gone that only you'll have access to if you subscribe, and then you can get some pretty unique emotes and stuff like that. So again, they are kind of paywalling some of the cooler cosmetic items, which can be, it's some murky waters there at best, I'll just say that. So next up on the pros list is you can get unique rewards for doing the seasons. So there are certain items in here that you can only get if you are a Fallout First member, and for you, they would appear as like grayed out. You would need to subscribe to Fallout First in order to get this type of thing. And honestly, I think that what you could do is you could subscribe to Fallout First for 1 month, get all your crafting material, throw it into a scrap box, get every unlockable item that you could in the seasons, and then unsubscribe for a few months. It's not something that I feel like I have to pay for every month. I played the game enough that it's worth it to me. Let's wrap this video up. So again, for me, coming from the world of MMOs, I don't think this is nearly as exploitative as it could be. So for me, when I bought Fallout 76, the big boom in player base for the Fallout games had not happened yet. The Fallout show was not out. I don't even think there was a trailer out for it yet. And so I was able to get this game for like $3 on G2A. And I actually bought 3 more copies of it, 2 for my buddies and then 1 for my wife. And I didn't pay more than like $25. And the price of Fallout First on Steam, I don't know if it differs on, PlayStation or Xbox, is $13 a month, not including tax. We come back to that question. Is it ethical to pay for a subscription for a game that you've already bought? So again, I have MMO brain, capitalism cuck. I'm used to paying quite a bit of money to just play a game. But like I said, this game is very reasonable if you're not a Fallout First subscriber. You can play a really huge chunk of the game without ever having to worry about being a Fallout First member. My buddy Zach, he and I play the game together a lot. I pay for Fallout First, he does not. If we go out and do something, I'll slap down my survival tent and he can use the items in there, or I'll fast travel to him and just put it down for him. The game's all about synergy between players and making the world feel that it's lived in. And like I've been saying throughout the entire video, it is mostly pay for convenience. You're not paying to win necessarily because there's not really any quote unquote winning. There's no, top kill scoreboard. There's no really getting ahead of somebody else. It's just a fun journey that you can take with your friends, or you can pop in, put a TV show on and, just go out and grind XP or grind through the scoreboard or just re-roll weapons. It's more of an issue of, do you feel okay with paying money for in-game cosmetics? And keep in mind, on the scoreboard, you can unlock quite a few different skins without even being a Fallout First member. I know that a lot of people aren't going to be coming from the same economic standing that I have, so I don't feel bad about spending money on it, but I would say if you don't have to give Bethesda money, don't. In today's gaming world, almost everything is games as a service. Not a lot of games are being made this day where you just pay for it and you have everything. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you find Fallout First to be predatory? Do you pay for it? Do you just, do 1 month on, 1 month off? Let me know what you think in the comments. Kind of use it as like a chat room kind of thing. But make sure you subscribe, and more importantly, make sure that you like, because that's what Daddy YouTube wants. They want all those delicious, delicious likes. So you better like the video, Derek.